Alright, welcome back to another Spinato Spin. So good to be here with you today. I tell you, the weather's nice and crisp out there. The fall has hit, 55th day of fall, believe it or not. So it won't be long until winter starts setting in on us. But I'll tell you one thing we all want to talk about, something that'll help you. That's what this whole program's all about. That's what we're here for. Want to focus in on something real general that I'll tell you, if you get really good at this, you could be a master of whatever you want to do. You could be a master of whatever it is you want to put together. You know, they always say, always understand this, that every day you got to make it your masterpiece. No day is any different than the next day until you make it what you want it to be. Now, if you focus in on this idea, it could help you a great deal. And let's get into it a little bit. Right here, I wrote something down. And, we're going to talk about focusing. And believe it or not, it's your thoughts that'll put you right where you are now. And that's what's happened. That's why you're right where you are now, because of your thoughts. And it'll be your thoughts that'll take you where you will go. It's going to be that way. Now, how about focusing? What's that all about? Well, if you get involved in meditation at all, or any sort of position or anything you want to do that you got to concentrate a real lot, meditation helps you focus. What you're doing is you're focusing on your breathing and you're trying to block out any other thoughts. Well, focusing is the start of it. You know, it's funny. People have a weird attitude or not happy one day and they're happy the next. It's all because of two things. It's what they're thinking about and how they feel about what they're thinking about. That's what determines your attitude. That's what determines your focus. Well, let's flip the page. Let's make it look a little bit better for you now. Let's say you want to accomplish something, okay? Now, get this and understand this. It takes about 21 days or so to develop a habit, where next thing you know, whatever you did was replacing whatever you were doing before, and that new habit takes a position. That new activity takes a position. Well, 21 days. Now, study this and see how much sense this really makes for you. If you wanted to accomplish something, and for 21 straight days, you woke up and you thought about accomplishing that one goal and that one desire for 21 straight days, you made it a habit. Maybe one day you thought about it and dwelled on it for about 60 seconds a day. Another day you dwelled on it for 5 minutes. Whatever it was, if you got into a habit of thinking about accomplishing that, you have a great chance, not just a good chance, a great chance of accomplishing that goal. Why? Because you focused on it. Because all of a sudden you're starting to your desire and your thoughts are starting to send out wavelengths that are telling people this is what you want. This is what you're interested in having. This is why you want it. It's more of a situation where everything starts converging on the X. You start making sure that everything you do is centered around what you're after. And because you're bringing it up every day, your subconscious mind, and basically, folks, we have three minds. We have a subconscious mind, we have a conscious mind, and we have a superconscious mind. The goal is to tap into that superconscious mind. But if you repeat things over and over and over, it sinks into your subconscious mind, and without even realizing it, you'll start getting drawn to what you want. Do you ever notice that sometimes when you buy something or you just bought something, all of a sudden that same thing that you just bought starts popping up everywhere? Why? It's because your focus has turned to that. Your focus has decided that that is what is real important. Remember how I mentioned in the beginning, your attitude is determined by two things. Number one, what you think about and how you feel about what you think about. Well, let's go one step further. Not only will we focus on it, we're going to focus on it with a laser-like desire. And not only a laser-like desire, a laser-like feeling. We're going to feel like we want to feel when we accomplish that goal. We want to feel like this is it. This has already happened. We're grateful. You know, there's another thing, too, to keep in mind, too. When you're in a grateful state of mind, you're actually in a state of grace. And the more you're in a state of grace, the more you have a chance of attracting what you want. You know, it's funny. It happens for negative stuff, doesn't it? Oh, boy, I'm going to have a bad day, blah, 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 blah. Oh, my God, that guy's, you know, he's driving like an idiot. He's probably going to cut me off. Boom. What does he do? He cuts you off. Oh, boy, having a bad day. Everybody seems to be yelling at me today. Nothing's going right today. You don't say that. You don't say nothing's going right today. That's a course for doom. You got to say everything's coming up great. Everything's going the way I want it. The divine right is coming my way. Hey, if you don't believe it, then you got to work on that. But even if you say it, you get things going in the right direction. It's just like taking a goal and writing it down. Once you write down a goal and you write it over and over and over, and you do it for a habit of 21 days, after a while it penetrates in. It's something you want to do. When I was working out and getting myself back into shape and doing that many years ago, and I still do it today, I don't even think about not working out. I don't even have a premonition at all when it comes to working out. I work out for that day that I have to work out on. It's over. Mentally, it's over. Well, that's what we need to do. We need to understand the mind is incredibly powerful. I'm telling you all this, but here's the kicker. Only 2% of the people actually have defined what their definite purpose in life is. So you got to understand, you're fighting the odds, but it's not that tough. It's not that tough to understand, and on top of that, it's not that tough really to do. 21 days in a row. Think about what you want. Select something. Humor me, as they say. Try it. 21 days in a row. Tell yourself, I want this. I want to accomplish this. And I want this for this reason and that reason. And do it with a lot of energy and a lot of feeling. And you'll be a happier person. It's always great talking to you. Spinato Spin right here for you all the time. You can always hook me up there at Sicilian Message. And we'll talk to you next week. Take care, folks. Have a good one.